Afternoon, traders. This is me here telling you that the information contained herein is of a general nature only and is not intended to make you any money. I'm not liable for this. I'm not even liable for myself making money. And with that, let's begin. We're going to be doing some technical analysis on some forex pairs, and I'm going to, use this to teach myself how we go. Okay, so this is what the Australian and US dollar pair. The parabolic SAR has just told us that we should maybe buy. The super trend is saying that it's flat and it's been a bit of a dick lately. It's been, not that useful. Like, told us to buy here and sell here, and it's just no go. We're already well into an upward trend if we are in an upward trend, but if you consult the ADX, you'll see that it's really weak. So it's pretty safe to say that the Australian dollar is in a consolidating period, I think, after the recent, so after the recent kind of prime ministerial circle jerks over the past week, you can see that it's been a bit of a consolidation period, so I'm not going to fuck with it. Next, Euro US dollar. Super Trend has just told us to buy. The ADX is telling us that we are on a weakening downtrend, so potentially we are going to see a reversal. We did see this little cross here. Parabolic SAR, good, some good upward movements of about 71 pips in the last few hours, so that's pretty good. I like that, but just this ADX is concerning me a little bit, so we're gonna have another look at a different chart, at the same chart with some different indicators, and we'll see how we might be able to make this trade. So we're gonna get rid of the ADX because that's not telling me what I want to see, and we're going to put in a, I think, awesome oscillator. Okay, awesome oscillator is giving us some not bad news. It's in a very, very strong upward trend, it seems. This is the one that I want to look at. Very strong upward trend. We've also dropped the time scale. This was a 4-hour chart, and this one is now a hourly chart. So we can see that we are well into a uptrend, almost too much so. So it's broken the support and the resistance. It's broken through the highs, the previous highs. So that's this one here and this one here. So the next sort of space that I'd expect it to test is around this mark. So because we've broken through these two lines, we're kind of a little bit too late to enter in on this trade, which is a shame. I think I was looking at it around here yesterday. No, that's this morning. I was looking at it around here. So when I saw it last, it was a very clear sell signal with the parabolic SAR and the super trend. But that's obviously changed now. And we can't really fuck with this until it either hits here, bounces off, and then maybe we can trade another uptrend if it keeps going, or if it just starts to dwindle, go down, and then bounce back up off this line. I don't want to mess with it. So no go on the euro. All right, this one here. Wow, a lot of upward movements. I've had a look at this before, and I have a feeling it's just going to go back to a sort of consolidation period. We had a nice sort of low here. We had one here. This sort of range is a bit of a mess. This sort of range is a bit of a resistance. We had a close to touch here, some touches up here. Big downward sort of trend. That's probably some fundamentals. And then we started an upward one. Okay. So we did have this would have been a really good opportunity to get in, obviously depending on whether you're up here or like down here. Is this going to continue? Who knows? So definitely not me. yeah, look, it's kind of just in no man's land. There's a couple of support and resistances happening. Yeah, I would recommend. So what's going to happen now is it's either going to bounce off and then consolidate, and then that's shit, and you don't want to deal with that, or it's going to break up this sort of trend. So in this case, I would just want to watch. Yeah. So if it breaks through this line here, then I would want to buy it. Okay. The US CAD, I think, was a really good opportunity. But yeah, similar sort of thing. We've had a few support and resistances in history around these sort of marks. And if you look at a larger time frame, you'll see that we're in a really strong uptrend, and we haven't reached this point since back here. So now we are at a place where we're either going to break through this and start to drop down, or we're going to go back up. And in that case, in the case of a rebound, then I'd want to buy it. But until I get some kind of price action confirmation here. Wait. Hello. Order a box, man. Jeez. Okay. I don't know how to draw a box. Box. There we go. Rectangle. Here. Okay. So what you would notice here as well, this red line is a really good it's a really good resistance. It's been following that up until just now. So yeah, basically just that. It looks like it's just broken through this really good support line, which means that the uptrend's probably going to die. So we can't make a trade now until it either bounces off or breaks below this line. Kiwi dollar. Okay. This is a better position. Looks like we're at the start of a upward trend just in the past few hours. See what's happened lately. See if draw some support and resistance. So I would say here, test it down there. Yeah, just around this sort of mark. I'm going to go ahead and put one here. So we had a bit of testing around here, then it broke, and then it came back down, and finally just shot down. The last one is here. Alright, so with these lines, you'll see same sort of thing, man. Pretty annoying actually. Like we are once again just in a testing sort of period where I suspect we're going to break through and keep going and have a mad time, or we're going to bounce back and then I don't know what's going to happen from there. It'll probably just go back down to this point down here eventually. Excuse me. Please work. Thank you. No go. Alright. Alright. I can't end it, but it will most likely go back down to this point eventually and then bounce around, and I have a feeling it's going to start consolidating in a bit. But this is a really good sign. This is a really good sign. The super trend, also a really good sign. If after this consolidation period we get a breakthrough, then it's a really good buy. So if that were an engulfing candle, slash some of my other indicators were telling me to sell as well, then that would be good news, but it isn't, so it's not quite a sell signal. And last but not least, oofed. That was a really good yeah, that was a really good sell. It's a really good really strong bear trend happening right now. Let's see. Looks like it might just be able to get to this point though. I don't like it. I'm a bit late. Like I don't know if it's gonna be able to keep going down. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I made this trade recently. Around here, it looked like it might be a good buy opportunity. It was like hovering at here, and then I bought it with a stop loss just below here, and I lost money. But yeah, it was having a really good uptrend. So if you go into a larger time frame, you'll see a series of higher highs and lower lows. So what's this? One low, sorry, higher lows, low, back down, low. So I had reason to believe that it was just going to keep going up. If this was a reversal, this is kind of a bearish candlestick pattern. Then we had this really good one. We had this like, yeah, bearish kind of signal. Yeah, I don't know. That probably wasn't the best trend. It does look like this was dying as well. If the ADX goes up, then I'll be happy to buy this. Sorry, sell this. But also we would need what this. Yeah, so we just had a at this point we had a what is bear cross on the DIs, but a weak ADX. So what would I want to do? I would want to sell if it breaks through this line. If it break line, I'd like to sell it, and I would not like to I would not like to buy it if it does some sort of reversal. Like it's now, and if it does reverse, it's a consolidation. Whereas if it starts to break, then obviously there's like a much larger downward trend, and that might be something that we could fuck with. Yeah, see, so it looks like these past couple of days, this good uptrend that I've seen was a pullback, but the overall trend is a downward one. Ooh. So here we go. No trades at the moment, which is kind of shit, except maybe this one. Wow, what the fuck was that candle? Okay. Yeah, look. No. No. Yeah, alright, I think that's it, man. No trades for me today. Thank you very much.